Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Jonathan back again with the weekly scuffle, and I'm here to talk about Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez, and it finally happening. Apparently, it has been confirmed that it will be a catch weight bout at 145 pounds, August 16 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And honestly, I think this is a great fight for both these fighters. Teo was chasing after that Boots fight. Devin wanted that Ryan rematch. Neither of those fights seem to be happening next, so why not fight each other? And honestly, this is a fight that I feel like we should have been seen a long time ago. I think that original undisputed fight that Devin Haney had with Cambosos should have been Teo versus Devin. But to be honest, I think Teo's been ducking the smoke for a little bit with Devin, even though people like to clown on Devin and call him boring, which I won't dispute that. I still think the styles make fights, and Teo's style just plays right into Devin's hands. We've seen Teo against certain movers that aren't at the caliber of Devin Haney, and he's looked pretty bad against them. Granted, Devin's last two fights haven't been the best. We all know Ryan on PEDs, whether you want to admit it or not, that definitely boosted his performance and made Devin look worse. And to Devin's credit, he never quit that in that fight, and I think he won a lot more rounds than people like to give him credit for. And regardless, I think the last fight against Ramirez, he did start off a bit shaky, but keep in mind that was a very inactive Devin Haney. Before that, he's been having two fights per year for the longest time. So, coming off a long layoff. And, of course, coming after that loss or whatever you want to call it against Ryan Garcia, a beating like that, it's going to take some used to getting back in the ring, getting your feel, especially to a fighter of Devin Haney, who isn't necessarily a power puncher or somebody that likes to brawl it out. So, with that being said, I think this is a great fight if it is made, if it goes all the way through. I think Turkey has been a solid matchmaker, and I think this fight is going to be very interesting to see who comes out up top, who could fight certain demons that they've been dealing with. And honestly, it's about time that these so-called four kings be fighting each other. I think that's what everybody has been wanting to see for a while now, and we finally get to see another one of the matchups. So with that being said, we'll see how all this plays out, and see you next time. Peace.